All right, taking a look at silver. We had a drop earlier in the session, and now silver has flipped all the way up, back up near the highs of the day, continues to trade, and it's on track to possibly end the day with a bullish hammer candlestick pattern and possibly a doji hammer stick pattern. That sets up tomorrow for a bullish follow-through. But before we go further, a quick word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by XNES, the world's largest retail broker offering ultra-fast execution with no overnight fees. Find a link in the description below. This is Bruce for FXEmpire, taking a look at the daily chart for silver. So you see silver attempted to at a bearish reversal early in the day, but now it's on track to close strong and potentially challenge last week's high at 34.08. Last week, let me just set the scale on this. Last week found resistance both on Thursday and Friday at this top channel line of this parallel trend channel, potentially leading to a pullback to test support because this is resistance. But we see that demand is still relatively strong, and therefore there may be additional tests of resistance around this trend line, which can go above last week's high, yet still stay below the top channel line. The higher levels we want to watch is this crossover here at the cross of the trend lines over here at around 34.45, 34.50 roughly, and then the completion of this larger ABCD pattern up here at 34.60. Nevertheless, at some point, probably up within this zone, silver will likely pull back before making an attempt to go higher, and that would be bullish, and that would be healthy for the developing trend. Now, before I end today, I want to go to the weekly chart, because the weekly chart tells us something important, which was last week, which is this black line right here, roughly, the close last week was the highest weekly closing price since way back here in 2012. That is a long-term bullish not a bullish signal so much, but a confirmation of strength of the long-term trend. And the trend seems to be strengthening. And one way to see that is by the fact that the angle of ascent is increasing. And we can see that by just drawing this trend line right here, for example. So that trend is accelerating just based on its angle of ascent relative to this previous angle of ascent determined by this lower trend line. Nevertheless, in addition to the strong weekly close, silver is on track, and I know this is hard to see, but you can see it's the highest monthly price in quite some time, and actually going all the way back to 2011. So silver has the potential to also, because there's only about a week left, to maybe a little bit more, but a little bit more time before the end of the month. Silver, if it stays strong, it's on track to have its strongest monthly closing price since 2011, and that would also be another strong long-term bullish confirmation. All right, that is it for silver traders. Have a great week.